The Holy Spirit, often described as the breath of God, is one of the most fascinating and complex facets of Christianity. Many wonder, what exactly is the Holy Spirit? Is it a mysterious force, a divine presence, or a person with its own will and emotions? These questions are not mere theological curiosities. They touch the heart of the Christian understanding of God. In Christian doctrines, the Holy Spirit is considered the third person of the Trinity, coexisting with the Father and the Son. This is not just a matter of terminology. It is a profound statement about the nature of the divine. The Holy Spirit is described as playing a crucial role in creation, inspiring the Scriptures, and in the lives of believers, guiding, comforting, and interceding for them. The various perspectives on the Holy Spirit reflect the rich tapestry of the Christian faith. For some, it is an omnipresent force that permeates the universe. For others, a personal presence that can be known and experienced. These varied views offer a window into how Christians throughout the centuries have sought to understand one of the deepest mysteries of their faith: how the infinite God relates to the finite world. Throughout history, the understanding of the Holy Spirit has evolved significantly, reflecting theological debates and doctrinal milestones that have shaped the Christian faith. Since the early days of the Church, the Holy Spirit has been a topic of intense study and discussion, a theme that challenged the greatest Christian thinkers to explore the depths of its nature and operation. In the early centuries, ecumenical councils, such as those of Nicaea and Constantinople, were crucial in defining the Holy Spirit as a person of the Trinity, co-eternal and co-equal with the Father and the Son. These gatherings not only resolved controversies, but also solidified the belief that the Spirit is integral and indispensable to the Christian understanding of God. Great theologians like Augustine and Basil the Great dedicated vast portions of their writings to clarifying the role of the Holy Spirit. Augustine, in particular, explored its ability to be both the bond of love between the Father and the Son, and the life-giving force within the Church. Basil vigorously defended the divinity of the Spirit, influencing future generations on how it interacts and manifests in the lives of believers. When we speak of the Holy Spirit as a person, we are not merely poeticizing. We are acknowledging an entity that interacts, communicates, and actively participates in the lives of believers. This view is supported by numerous biblical accounts that attribute to the Holy Spirit actions and characteristics typically human, such as speaking, teaching, and guiding. The Book of Acts of the Apostles is replete with examples where the Holy Spirit demonstrates its own will, deciding and directing the apostles in their missions. It not only acts, but acts with purpose and intention, choosing Philip to meet the Ethiopian eunuch and directing Paul in his missionary journeys, showing that it possesses intellect and an active agenda. Emotionally, the Holy Spirit is also described as capable of feeling sadness, as evidenced by Paul's admonition to the Ephesians not to grieve the Holy Spirit. This capacity to feel emotions further reinforces the understanding of the Spirit as a relational person, who establishes an emotional bond with those whom it touches and transforms. In contrast to the view of the Holy Spirit as a person, there is a deeply revered perspective that describes it as a divine force or a permeating presence. This conception sees the Holy Spirit more as a celestial energy that acts throughout the universe, moving through creation, inspiring and revitalizing life. Biblically, the Holy Spirit is often associated with manifestations of power and divine presence. For example, in the book of Genesis, the Spirit of God hovers over the waters of creation, a symbol of a force that brings order to chaos. In the New Testament, on the day of Pentecost, the Holy Spirit descends like tongues of fire, endowing the apostles with extraordinary abilities to communicate the gospel. These events highlight the Spirit not only as an agent of change, but as the very life force that sustains and empowers the Church and its followers. Theologically, this view of the Holy Spirit as a force clarifies how it can be simultaneously present in various places, influencing and operating through countless people around the world. This interpretation emphasizes the omnipresence of the Spirit, a quality that could only be attributed to a divine force that transcends conventional human limitations, propelling and unifying the faithful on their spiritual journey. As we explore the various facets of the Holy Spirit, we discover that, whether as a person or as a force. It is fundamental to the understanding of the Christian faith. Each perspective on the Holy Spirit not only enriches our understanding, but also deepens our relationship with the divine, revealing the diversity and complexity of the Trinity. In this moment of reflection, I invite you to ponder the presence of the Holy Spirit in your own life. How do you experience the Holy Spirit? Do you perceive it as a personal and conscious guide? Or do you feel it as a life-giving force that permeates your existence and inspires your spiritual journey? May this exploration serve not only to inform, but to transform. May it inspire dialogues and reflections on how the Holy Spirit acts in mysterious and powerful ways in our lives. And if you love God, leave a like.